Hello everyone, I'm going to be starting out today with the WZ 11114 here. Since it's Wednesday, I'll be soloing today. Taking some tank requests like usual. Nice to see you guys. Some of you here already. Randall, Labobo, Grigsby, Uber, and Daniel. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for asking about Levi. He's doing all right. His Paul's still. We got to put stuff on it every day and whatnot, but he's kind of listening to not chew it, so it's getting a little bit better. Thanks for asking. It's not like super puffy and like bleeding anymore though. Just a little, a little bit irritated, but more or less, we keep putting, well, a sock on him sometimes, but we have little doggy booties. I put that on him whenever he goes out, so it's been working out pretty good. Thanks for tipping Levi. This works. Go. Let's get this You want it? He's like, damn right, I want a frickin' biscuit. Yeah, as you see, he's up and moving around. Hello, Leith, Canadian, and Scud. Nice to see you guys. Which yesterday I finally, which thank you very much for the subscription, Russian dude. Finally got Light Tank 7 done for the T-55A. So that's the one where you have to spot by yourself and also get at least one damaging shot on 3 SPGs. Finally did it. Did it in the AMX 1390 while also getting called a noob for rushing 3 Arties. I survived though, and we won the match, but yeah, it was a pretty fun match to get that done with. I am live. I don't know why. There's one SPG, but hopefully I don't get shot by him. So now I just have a Light Tank 14, that's the Platoon one, 15, and then SPG 15 to complete for the T-55A. Hopefully I'm getting pretty close. Granted, I could just, if I complete SPG 15, more likely than not, I'm gonna get the primary and secondary objectives completed on that, because that's really the only way that you're gonna complete that, is if you survive. I'd get it without having to complete the light tank missions. I say that poor WZ-120. I saw what was gonna happen, and that bodfish guy blocked him. Hello, Electra, Holy Cow, and Mario. He's down here. He just got tipped a biscuit, so he's happy.
Be unhappy.
Oh, maybe he's gonna be unhappy because Ryan's gonna just squirt some blue goo
left
on him.
foot, right?
His left.
Okay. Come here. Between the middle two, right? Or the first two?
On the left side, if you're looking at it.
Okay.
He needs to get his little toes cleaned.
Hey!
He doesn't really like getting his this stuff doesn't hurt him, but He doesn't like his feet wet.
Don't you lick. No licks.
Yeah, these are all replay matches from... Hello, Unicorn. Nice to see you. Why'd you pull down? I was about to say I'll take the plunge.
I think that someone needs to Tiffany buy more biscuits to get his mind off his foot cleaning. I'm just, putting that out there.
Alex, I usually don't look at my stats, but I think it's a little over 1,700 damage a battle, and that's like an average like tier 7 or something across my whole account. I'm a little bit, there we go, a little bit surprised we haven't found anybody back here. Which, the World of Tanks, the news for next patch should have came out by now. Wargaming's actually late by their own schedule, so we should be seeing it sometime here soon. Like, Wargaming's the one that kind of told everybody they're releasing 9.20 patch notes. It was supposed to be yesterday, the official date. But there's kind of rumblings, not that it's confirmed, but in the next patch they might actually delay the HD maps. Basically reworking every single map to better graphics, and on top of that, basically rebalancing a lot of maps as well. That looks like it might get pushed back one more patch, so towards the fall. And 9.20 is mainly going to be like a gigantic rebalancing patch. Again, it's not confirmed, but that's just kind of what has been leaked. So who knows? Yes, I'm soloing today. My only early stream, so I don't platoon. Well, he doesn't like getting them wet when he's, like in the house laying down. He likes playing in the water. But yeah, otherwise he doesn't like getting them wet. Thank you very much, Lobobo, for the tip. Needing to balance. Pretty decent match though. Master Bad second class, 4,200 damage basically. But yeah, luckily for me, the enemy team, they didn't really push anywhere. They pushed a couple tanks up onto the hill, but nothing significant. They did push our base, but coming from that side, it's much harder to push across because there's not that much cover. But next up, I have a T110E5 request here. Go. Well, there hasn't been a, like, they released more or less, like, if you're looking at, I won't say the name of the blog, but they deal in, they're not always reliable, to where there is one saying that it's 100% confirmed that the maps are pushed back indefinitely, to where they're HD maps, basically the new graphical rework. But yeah, they're yeah, they make stuff up a lot, but more or less it seems like this next patch, instead of releasing too much stuff, it's just going to be rebalancing, which I think some of the rebalancing is a little bit dumb, more or less. They're basically buffing almost all tier 9 and 10 medium tanks that don't have a ton of armor right now, as far as like their turrets, like the M48, Centurion, AMX 30, stuff like that. They're buffing their turret fronts to basically near heavy tank levels, to where they're still going to be penned, you know, they're not strong enough to bounce gold rounds, but they're strong enough to bounce standard rounds, which, you know, is a little, it's kind of dumb to me, and a balancing matter. Which, thank you very much, Rick, for the tip. What am I grinding, Canadian? There's a lot of tanks I'm grinding. Basically, almost every tier 9 light tank, and the Leopard prototype, and also the WZ I guess played. This guy looks like he's pushing there. If my team does not get damage on him, we are in some trouble. I would say that we are in some trouble. We just had 4 tanks capable of shooting him, and only 1 actually took a shot. Hello, Marga. I can add the KV2 on Canadian. Please try to use the tank request command. Exclamation point request, and then you press space, followed by the tank you would like to see me play. Thank you, Labobo, for another tip here. I'll have to update the goal here. Reflect Rick's tip as well. There's no arty, so pushing up like this is a little bit safer than it typically would be. Mainly have to be worried about getting shot in the side. I don't want to push too much past this little bush here. I'm more concerned about getting... Oh wait, there is an arty. We have an SPG, they do not. Awesome. I just looked at the enemy team and I wrote off basically both teams actually having SPGs. The E50, you don't really have a very good turret. He's got the HE gun, which is annoying. Luckily I didn't miss that. I was more concerned about the 268 here. Alright, good job. Trying to get this Leo, but it's a very small target. We basically lost the town. I wasn't going to push over there, just looking at the tanks they had. It was not a favorable matchup for us. But the lack of shots coming from behind me is... Not that they've missed a ton after I pushed up here. Oh lord. I think everybody knows what's going to happen to this guy at this point, because he's not stopping. Yeah, you're on my blacklist now, dude. That annoys me to no end. Frickin' people spamming that. Fence jumper. I could be chucking heat out of this, but at this point, the only thing it would make a difference of is me against this E4 if I hit him like on the mantlet area. That would help me out there. Right, now I got myself in a bad spot. Yeah. I took that E4 hit that I did not want to. Be very nice if I could get this Leopard 1. .121 needs to move a little bit more for me to get to him. It's just, I'm, you know, pretty much one-shottable here. What do you mean by recommend researching the T-34 line? The T-125 is all about doing very, very little movement. More or less, this Leopard 1's the only thing stopping me from pushing right now. I have a feeling this E4 is going to load up a premium round here very soon. But I can be shot from behind, which is a problem. I'm going to load up heat now just because... Oh lord, I really hope that they can hit these guys in the center, because yeah, this is gonna be bad. I'm dead. But if I stayed there, I was gonna be dead very soon. It's just once this E100, he's just gonna flank me because nobody was gonna come over to help. But this Action X, like, I get why he doesn't want to push on the E4, but it wasn't helping that he just stayed there, and yeah. Oh well, did the best I could, did 2400 damage, a little bit of assist, but only so much you can do when you get yourself stuck in a spot like that. But moving on, the VK4502B is up next here. Hopefully this is actually working. There's a follower goal now that I'm testing out. Hopefully it works without too much. Doesn't look like it's working, to be honest. I have it set up for a daily sub goal for subscriptions here on YouTube, but doesn't look like it's updating fast enough to do that, so I may end up taking that off. I changed around the stream overlay a little bit, very slightly. Made the webcam a little bit bigger, added the sub goal, and changed a couple things up top, hopefully to make it a little bit more clear as to what that tank request list is up there. Yeah, it doesn't let you post links, Grigsby, on pretty much any YouTube live streams. Oh Lord, it's just, I kind of have to go up here. I don't want to, but we're gonna have 0 people on the hill except for maybe a T95. Okay, I remember Leith, you requesting that. Hello, Vape, nice to see you. Yeah, this is not the tank to go up here in, but just looking how my team's setting up, I'll contend with it with there being no arty, but... See you, Electra. Thank you very much for the subscription, Vape. Yeah, I saw that Streamlabs added a new, at least for YouTube, to where it tracks, you know, people subscribing to your channel. They finally added it onto YouTube, but doesn't seem like it's working entirely, so... I'm gonna have to edit that, because I don't want to have to do it manually. That's a little bit too much to keep track of sometimes. Hello, Dennis. Yeah, literally the only reason I'm going up here is there's no arty, and I didn't think that these mediums would be over here, but at this point I don't feel like going all the way to the opposite side. But yeah, it doesn't help that our mediums do not want to spot on the hill. That's the main reason you go up here. I know why they don't want to do it. I'm probably gonna end up getting plastered here, but I'm hoping I don't get hit from my right. I'm mainly pointing my armor towards the center since that's where you get shot from, but seeing the Emil 2 there, I can't do what I want it to do, which is, you know, push up and spot them. Nah, I've got to fall back. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die now. This is how you do not play this tank, but... Of course, he pinned me on my turret side twice here, because I angled it. This tank, you pretty much don't angle. The hole you can do a little bit, but yeah, if you're angling this tank, especially the turret front, you're doing something wrong here. Vape, there's a lot of stuff for world tanks to cover, but mainly learn maps, learn the strengths of your tank, and, you know, the strengths and weaknesses of other tanks around your tier. But mainly it comes down to learning the maps and being in the right spot, right time. Like right now I'm in the wrong spot for this tank, but I feel like I'll be able to do more up here than if I, say, went to the 1-2 line. Being against a bunch of tier tanks, or tier 10 tanks right now, I'd pretty much just be camping in the back where those type 4s are camping, and be practically useless. Where our T95 is flanking them. Holy shit. Yeah. Kudos to him. Try to help here. Prefer not to go out here. It's just this tank does not have very good side armor. But try to help by shooting into the center here. Go. Thanks for purchasing that, Randall. I will do that after the match here. Here's a couple new chatbot options that you can use your Levi biscuits on. Right now I have, you only can do it once per stream per color, but you can change the overlay color. I want to see how it works out before I open the floodgates. Yeah, that's how you play a T95, especially with no arty. If you're sitting in the back on a T95, doing something wrong. The thing, you know, it might be a tank destroyer, but, you know, you've got some of the best armor in the game to where you better be pushing out and helping your team. Just don't push to the spot where you get flanked. That's how you play that tank. You know, it's basically like an assault TD to where, yeah, it's kind of slow, but you better put your armor into the game, or else you're better off playing, you know, a different tank destroyer that has no armor and you gain better gun stats. But it's just one of those things that oftentimes you see people play the T95 completely wrong. Like, don't get me wrong, you can kind of hang in the back depending on the map and your team, but not for the entire match. You got to get yourself out there and block some shots for your team. Well, that's nice to know, Randall. Since I have a second here, I can actually... do that pretty quick there. M22 Locust? Yeah, I can do that. Canadian, pop over, there's a URL in the video description. Click the chatbot / fussbot link there, and you can check your total there, or you type !rank. Thank you very much for the subscription. Or you can type !LB. Yeah, both of them work. Really? Their mouse is camping back here. We're not out of this, actually. Or they're not out of this, I should say. Hello, poser. Fortunately, the T95 can block shots. I can't block them from this wide range of angles around me unless this mouse shoots again. Yeah, the way Levi Biscuits and watch time is calculated is, if you're watching, you need to at least type something in the chat once per hour for it to basically count you. Right. It's, you know, this is looking very useless, but I do have a couple people that tried to shoot me, like that Foch there with, or Foch with APCR. It's just, I don't know why my team is just not pushing. If we all push at once, we 100% win here. Even though I guess I could have improvised here, because this is a pretty light tank. And he's got a heat round, awesome. But I'm definitely not immune here, it's just really hoping that they, yeah, actually push. You know, is this taking too long? That's how you let people back into the match, is if you have an advantage and you just kind of sit there. But alrighty then. Yeah, I change around prices every now and then. Yes, I did lower the Christmas hat price, which next up is the PZ34 for a tank request here. But again, thank you very much, I'm not going to be able to pronounce your name right. I'll just say Kaipa. Thank you very much for the subscription. Yeah, hopefully it looks like the overlay, yeah, red worked out here. But now you can purchase to change the overlay color. Right now, you know, like I said, you only can pick one color per stream. There's several colors up there. But eventually I'll just let it, you know, I'll stay up and you can purchase as many as you want to switch it. Well, did you gamble anything, Canadian? Because, honestly, the way, you know, the only way to lose that is if you gambled or, like, entered a bet or something, but I didn't go through and change anybody's total. I suppose so, Rick. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a little bit. He does comment on, non-live streams, I see, like the replays of live streams, so he's still around, but yeah. Hello, Jack Thigh Romeo, nice to see you. Yeah, Dickermax, I will try to remember to add that on. Fortunately, we don't have a ton of people down here. He's going on the train. That's not a very good spot there, buddy. The font's red because somebody purchased, Randall, I believe. You can purchase and spend Levi biscuits now to change the font color in the chatbot shop. Or not the font, but the overlay color. It costs 1,500 Levi biscuits, but you can change it to, there's like pink, green, there's the blue that it typically is. I forget, there's another color too. I plan on, which hello ZZ staff and Dingo, I plan on, you know, it's not too hard for me to make overlays a little bit different now that I have the basic shape down, but I plan on throwing up some different ones up there. I need to run away here. Just trying to get a little bit more damage off, but yeah. Hello, KRZ? I'll just... Hello, WoT? Well, there's nothing wrong with the M22. It's one of my favorite low-tier tanks. It's just... low-tier matches don't always... oh god. Don't always, you know, do it for me anymore. But that tank, you know, I will play during a stream since it's pretty fun. Yeah, if you win the South on this map, typically you win the match. Unfortunately for my team, we are winning the... It's just winning the town. It might seem like the good thing to do, or the best thing. But it's harder once you win the town to push out onto the enemy base than it is to win the South. It's easier to win the South essentially without losing as many tanks. Thanks for tipping, Levi. My team is not coming back fast enough, so I'm actually gonna run back some more. Hello, Hydro, nice to see you. Long time no see. Mood overlays. There might be. Yeah, I'll make like an ace tanker overlay, something like that too. It's a M on the end of that, so he has a good chance to bounce me. Alright, my team pushed back, so I will now push out here. Alright. I want to go after the KV-1 first, because I'm confident that I'd be able to circle him without him shooting me, but he probably needs the cap. Don't kill Artie and you probably can get that done. There we go. Don't want to show him my side. Radio man doesn't matter. The new tanks, as far as ones that I purchased, the M40, 43, and there's one other I purchased, but I don't have a crew in it yet. The French tank. I won't kill him, honestly. The Chaffee might, but yeah, the Chaffee's gonna, yeah, they're gonna be a dick. Honestly, usually I don't help people with missions, but I know the heavy tank one where you have to cap out. That one's particularly hard to do, so I was fine with letting that guy get that. But got a mastery badge first class. Pretty decent match here. 1,000 damage. A little bit of assist damage too. Let me add something to the chatbot shop since I got a first class here. But the M40. I'll say, yeah, I might have time for a little bit more requests here. But thanks again for requesting this, Grigsby. That was another good match in it. You get the T54 up here before I tip Levi his stream fee. Do I eat baby Smurfs? Can't say that I do. Hey little dog, he heard the jar. It's the stream currency essentially, Dennis. His name Levi Biscuits because my dog's name is Levi. I do not play World of Tanks Blitz, no. I've tried it, but I play World of Tanks PC. I'm not gonna start up on another version when I, already play this one. Hello, Yosef. Hello, Seba from Poland. Alright, with the T54 here. Ooh, where do I want it? I'm probably going to end up going up here. There's no arty. So really that turns down, or turns into like a, more or less just an isolated fight where it's you versus the tanks here. You don't get shot out from people outside that area very much, but they're probably going to outnumber me, so I need to play this. Yeah, you like your biscuits? That's all you get for now. Hello, Gunner. And Paulo, nice to see you. I just have to play this a little carefully because they have 2 autoloaders and a T62A with, a ton of DPM, where I can die pretty quickly. I wouldn't say I am a pro in the Dicker Max, but I will try my best in it. Hopefully I get a good map too. Usually when it's requested on the stream, no. I get thrown into something terrible. I do not, but you can see all the tanks that I can play during the stream. There's a link below the video here in the video description, and it has a list of all the tanks over on my website, WoT Guru, that you can request. Typically, I ask that people only request 1 tank per stream. That way everyone gets a chance at requesting at least a tank, and I can also potentially throw in a grind or 2. Thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip. I'm glad you enjoyed that match. They shouldn't push on me, but only if my team actually stays up here. Why'd you push up, Leopard? That honestly, it's gonna be very difficult for both of us to wiggle around here. I pushed up here mainly to try to hold these guys here while our E3 gets up, which he's almost here. There we go. Now that the E3's up, I have a little bit more, which I could just swap over to heat here and just screw it. I'll be a filthy heat thrower. And basically I can pen the T-62A's glacis shooting up at it if I use heat rounds. So alright, our E3 is actually doing what an E3 should and pushing up here. We'll gladly help him out here. No! What the hell are you doing, frickin' Leopard? Trying to go backwards and he's frickin' pushing me out into the Skoda. Like, you gotta frickin' love people. You alright? This Leopard though is not playing extremely nice with where he's setting up. At least I have a shield if I need to now, but like he was actually hurting our chances there. Alright, I'll let him get popped by a couple tanks here. Well, there's a bunch of different colors now available. Eventually I'll have more up. I just figured I'd start with these. It takes me about, like, with how I have it, since I made this overlay myself in Photoshop, it takes me, you know, like 5 minutes an overlay to switch the color. If I switch something else, like as far as the framework, it would take a little bit more, but more or less I'll be able to switch things up pretty easily here. Take a chance. I say I can pretty much overmatch him, so. Nobody has a Churchill gun carrier, or gun carriage, or whatever the hell it's named. I don't even know the frickin' name of it at the end. It's that bad of a tank. That's why you don't use the derp gun on that, because he would have done same damage with the standard gun, and then he'd have a second shot to basically before I'd be able to shoot him. Hello Abdul, nice to see you. I'm content with just capping. I got my 3600 damage, 1300 spotting as well. They, you know, it's a little bit of a nerf, but you kind of have to nerf light tanks when, like, not to say, like, at this point, the changes to lights, just let it go. Because, removing plus or minus 3 matchmaking down to 2, lights need it changed. Not worth holding on to changes in World of Tanks. They change it very often. It's a, you know, online, you know, it's PvP, but not to call it an MMO, but games that want to last very long in the PC world as far as online multiplayer games, you need to change things up somewhat frequently to where, yeah, it's always been like that in tanks, to where they rebalance, change things around, There's always like the flavor of the month tank, but just you can't hold on to things like that. The only thing I hold on is the T30, but you know, I kind of wish I didn't hold on to stuff like that, because it is frustrating comparing it to the prior T30. But Master Badge First Class here, pretty decent match here, most amount of or not damage, but experience in the match. But pretty easy to play the T54 as long as you don't overly extend yourself. Alright, so let me get readied up that. I'll probably say at this point I won't be able to take any more tank requests, so let me just switch that here. I just don't want to take any and not be able to fulfill them. Hello Xavier, nice to see you. Alright, Centaurian Action X. I'm doing pretty well, Abdul. Hopefully you're doing well over there. Having a nice end of your day stream. If I got the time zones right. Thanks for purchasing that for everyone, Rick. I'll throw the ELC on the last one here, Dennis. After this, though, I'm not going to take any more, no more tank requests. It's just by the time I get through this list, it's going to be, I'm guessing, around 10:30 my time. Or no. It'll be towards the end of the stream. Got the hours mixed up. It'll be around 11:30. That's all good. Yes. Well, that's why you know, I prefer people just to request one tank per stream now. Ever since I started kind of mentioning that more and people have been honoring that, it hasn't filled up immediately. Because the way I look at it, I try to keep a somewhat rough tally in my head. Like, certain tanks, the matches are going to be shorter than others. However, typically a match lasts, you know, about 7-8 minutes in World of Tanks, to where, you know, if somebody requests 3 tanks, that can eat up a pretty good chunk of a stream. So if you just limit it to 1 per stream, and then at the end, if I say don't have any grinds or just keep doing requests, people can still, you know, request more at the end. But this way it works out for everybody, and we're gonna get clobbered in the center here. Trying to pick my spot though. At this point, me going to the center is not going to change anything. Hello, Jack Wright. Nice to see you. Congrats, Gator, on the TVP. Alright, you're just gonna sit there still? I'll take another shot at you. Waiting to see what's back here. He can spot me if he has optics, but it does not look like he has optics, that Yag Tiger. Fortunately for me. Keep moving? It looks like he's gonna keep moving. A little bit too risky. I think my team needs it, so yeah, I'm gonna gold spam a little bit here. Now we're a little bit of a pickle. Our T-69 is out here alone. Soon to be, I'm gonna be alone. Yeah, I was about to say, that little bush there is not going to cover me. Luckily, their mouse went somewhere else. I just need to shoot this building out so I can hit him even though he just pulled up. I'm hoping he pulls back because there's a TVP in front of him. Me personally, I would get the Strev, but if you're talking about the overall line plus the tank, the Grille 15 is probably the easier line to go through. The Strev, it's a little bit more challenging to play as Swedish TDs, but to me, I think they're a little bit more interesting, fun, what have you. Crap, he is a death wish. Hello, Andre. Nice to see you. I guess he can. I guess he can hit me. I was about to say. I didn't think that he could hit me there. Got a couple bushes lined up here, but oh well. Stupid little building here. Gotta take a little bit off from the top. So whenever you can't see something, always try to line it up in third person view. I hit the corner. They're still trying to basically shove it down their throat in the center, so we need to push from there. I'm just gonna go that way. I can't push through the town. There's a 183 Yag Tiger Scorpion G, kind of like in a triangle, that can hit me from 3 somewhat different flanks. Then there's a Super Pershing from APCR, and yeah, I'm better off pushing with these guys over here. It's underutilized, especially with no arty. Once you get down in this area, it takes these guys out of play. You can wrap up anyone there, and if you have people in the center, it really screws the TVs up in A4. Yeah, the Charioteer is a good tank. That's really the main tank that makes me want to go down that line. That and the Conway. The Tier 7, I think, yeah, the Tier 7 before the Charioteer, and the Tier 10 are pretty bad. I'd go Chaffee over to AMX ELC, even prior to the changes. And again, it is one of my favorite tanks, so. What happens when you don't pay attention to where you get shot from? 183's out of the picture. To go against my arch nemesis again here. As I shoot the ground like a champ. Ah, and that's on me. I shot his frickin' turret front there like an idiot. Get his attention. Yeah, at this point we got this. Favorite Tier 5 tank would be a Chaffee. Holy cow, potentially when I get more time to stream in the fall and winter. However, the only time you're going to see me play anything other than tanks currently, because that's what most people want me to, that's what people want me to play right now. Is the main reason why I stream. There's options in the chatbot shop where you can purchase to where I'll finish off the end of a stream in, as of right now, World of Warplanes, World of Warships, and hey, no licking. A game called Dreadnought. They're the 3 games that I'll play at the end of a stream right now. Hello, Fix-It Man. But the only reason there's no other games right now because I don't have any currently updated. Like, I could potentially add in, but a match in League of Legends is very long. There's Battlefield 1. I had to set up a overlay for that though, because it's different than Dreadnought, World of Warplanes, what have you. Like, the only other games I have installed is like Civilization and The Witcher 3, so. Hello, Stephanie Bodecker from Germany. Nice to see you. Yeah, that does help, Trevor. Too big. Yeah, if I streamed Civilization at the end of a stream, it would be like 1 turn in that game. Even though I could, I guess, load up. I do have quite a few saves. I typically don't finish a game in Civ though. Like, there comes a point where you kind of know that you're gonna win, and I typically stop playing then. If I have like 5 or 6 of saves like that. We're all kids. We're all kids here, one way or another. Why did you do that? Like, why would you do that, Patriot? All right, I did my duty here. I got 2 damage, or 2 shots to damage. Well, honestly, all the turret buffs on mediums, I think, is, excuse me, a very stupid route for World of Tanks to take. You can balance tanks. They're mainly doing it because of premium rounds, which the buffs don't even protect those tanks from the premium rounds that are the cause of the problem. You can balance tanks without having to, holy crap, completely change their armor schemes from how they were somewhat historically. You're lucky I had an HE round, but yeah. Surprised you survived that long. Hello, Foreplay. Nice to see you. Hope everything's going well. But yeah, it's if it kind of, it gets, not say boring, but it doesn't make sense to keep playing a match. Like, if you know that, you're gonna win. The only time I finish out a game completely is when it's either close or, I can win within, like, say 20 minutes or so. No, stop pinging over here because they are at our base. I would go back to the base right now, however, this thing is not very fast. I do agree, though, that we need more people to go back there. Guess I'll bite the bullet and go that way. Hello, Andrew. I do not have a PZ-54. Pretty sure that's what, the premium tank, but I'm also not taking any more tank requests right now. I did play, several matches ago, a PZ-34. Not every stream, Dennis, but yeah, I don't like to not take gloat, but yeah. I'm very humble. Like, honestly, you know, I've been playing since 2011. I've been doing my website on and off since the end of 2011, early 2012, and videos since then too, to where, you know, I might not have the highest win rate 8. Oh my god, now people obsess about that, but it, like, if I can be full of myself here for a second, it'd be hard pressed to find someone that's spent as much time and effort on World of Tanks as I have. Like, there's other people that might stream more than me and have more viewers and videos and whatnot, but as far as the raw amount of time that I've spent, like, each weak spot guide takes me roughly minimum an hour if it's a low tier tank. Maximum I think I've ever spent is like 5 hours on one single weak spot guide. Sorry, Type 61. This tank is slow as shit. Good job. And that specific one was when the T-26 E4 Super Pershing came out. That was the first tank where, when it was first introduced, it had, you know, the hull and 2 different layers of armor. They've changed it several times now to where there weren't basically, nowadays you can go on other websites and pull up an armor model and it'll show everything for you. They weren't exactly accurate. There was only one website back then. I mainly use that as like a reference, but more or less, you know, back then I had to measure everything, test things, and that took me forever because you're not just dealing with one layer of armor with an angle on it. There was 3 on top of each other, so, and they each had different angles. That took me forever to do. Basically Uber. That's alright, Dennis. You know, tier 10 isn't the end all be all, to be honest. But if you ask my parents, I played too many video games when I was young, but alright. Not been many SPGs. I'm very glad I completed my light tank mission yesterday for killing SPGs. That's the thing, like, some people play games because they want to have really good stats, and that's, you know, it's all right, but for most people, you know, just have fun. The main thing I like to do is win. As long as I'm winning over, you know, I like to be eventually over 60%. At this point, it's probably going to be really difficult to change my overall win rate to get there, but as long as I'm winning more matches than losing, and I'm at least doing the best of my ability in a match, I'm completely content with that. Don't shoot the arty. How the... Oh, I was like, how the hell did he pen me? He hit me right... You don't want to shoot the cupola on the Type 5 too high. You don't want to shoot it too low. But yeah, they both hit it right in the center. Special stream rank, Rick. What would you like your... Yeah, they're just... The Type 5 has really good armor, but they know where to actually hit me here. What would you like your special stream rank to be named, Rick? You're the first one to purchase that. But I can do that in between a match, honestly. It's pretty easy for me to set up. Well, honestly, people with a lot of matches like that in a short time period, they're using bots, honestly. But yeah, Type 5 is good armor, but not close up when people either chuck gold rounds or know where to hit your cupola. I really hope hope that my team pushes. It's just not looking very good here. So you're the first one to purchase the special rank. I was wondering when somebody would do it. Awesome. Yeah, just keep chucking that heat at me, dude. Granted, I'm throwing frickin' premium HE, but it's just annoying sometimes. Be nice though if my team would push here. I will gladly do that, Rick. Just give me after this battle. You want that whole thing? Because I can put the whole thing as one. I think it allows me to put say like dashes and commas and stuff. Well, it's just I know everyone has different amounts of time available, but some people, like, if you look at their account, they had to play, like, especially in certain tiers, like 200 plus battles a day, where it's not feasible for someone to actually accomplish that and even like sleep or eat. Good lord, they're getting flanked by a Type 5 on the hill. Honestly, I'm angled correctly for most tanks, but a heat round from a WZ, not so much. Okay, I will, I'll do it. It should let me do it. It's just some programs don't like, dashes like that. I haven't put one in there yet for it. Like a very small sliver here. Just missed him. Just still waiting. There we go. They should be able to shoot him from the back now. Okay. Well, I guess good for him, you know. Hell, I wish, or I hope, you know, one day, if or when I can retire, you know, it's decades off, I'd be able to find a game or something that I'd like to do. That's nice though, that's where, you know, I hate to see when people, like in a match or in general, like yell at people for just enjoying the game. Like, there's a lot of people, like you just said there, like, and some of you guys that are retired, you know, like playing World of Tanks and it's fun. There's not a lot of, you know, competitive PvP games like that, or like, you know, World of Tanks here. And yeah, it's kind of sucky to see people put people down for playing the game that way. I'm probably gonna die. Ooh, he missed me. Okay. ZZ staff, I would say no. They probably won't. Granted, it's more or less, to me, they shouldn't have released it how it was. It is a little bit too good, but Wargaming is the next patch going to be basically buffing not almost every, but right now they're buffing tier 8 through 10 tanks even more so. Next patch and the subsequent patches, where they're just going to keep buffing things. Honestly, it's stupid, but they're not going to nerf, you know, in my opinion, the new WZ-111. Pretty decent match, not the best. Probably lost, I'm going to go with 40,000. Almost 38. So let me get the next tank up to RU and do this special stream rank. Take me I want to do it especially before I lose the name in chat here. Just take me a second. Hopefully it'll update. Okay, Rick, at this point, it should work. Just give it a couple seconds here. And then type, hello, Park Jen, nice to see you. Just type, exclamation point rank and see if it works here. Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember seeing you in the match there. Nice to play against you, or with you. Yeah, with you, I think. Oh, I was like, there's no all chat anymore. Well, they do have a choice, Uber, which is the sad thing. It's just, you know, in the early stages of World of Tanks, they buffed, nerfed, but it was like a balance between the two, buffing and nerfing tanks a lot of times in the early stages. Now, it mainly just comes down to with the head of balancing they hired, the Morazer guy. He basically is just... They should never have hired him, in my opinion. But at this point, you know, Wargaming, not to say that they're a bad company, but they tend to... You know, if they hire someone and they're the head of something, it seems like their word is final and there's like nothing other, you know, nothing else that someone can do. Because they're such a big company now, to where if you're a head of a department and you make stupid mistakes, it tends to go on for a couple years before they, you know, basically move you somewhere else or fire you and bring someone else in. Which, interesting news, they actually hired back, he's not working on World of Tanks as of this point, but they did hire back the initial balancing guy for World of Tanks that came after the infamous Serb. His name, I think, is Vader, with an E. He's working on World of Warships right now, but he's back into the fold. Who knows, maybe he'll make his way back to World of Tanks, but more or less before this new balancing guy was hired, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, you know, premium rounds were a problem. However, they were at least aware of it and working to try to fix it, outside of just, screw it, we're throwing more armor on everything, making the guns even more crazy. Because at this point, like with the next patch, like with everything getting buffed, honestly, you know, it's not going to affect tier 9 and tank gameplay much. The tanks that are good now are going to still be good. The tanks that are bad now are still going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage. However, playing anything tier 6 through 8, even more so after this point, is going to be even more frustrating, because they don't, you know, they don't balance mid-tiers very much, because most people that stick around in the game for as long as they do play tier 8 through 10. It's just short-sightedness, honestly, and it's not entirely the one guy's fault, but he is the basically boss pulling the strings, and it just seems like he's missing a spark plug or two in his head. Or missing a track or two. I don't know why a bat chat would push out like that. Hello, Gregor. Tanya, I do have a KV2 request, yes. I typically just use HE on it anyway. Dennis, oh, did it spell it wrong? Or, hopefully I didn't spell it wrong. I just copy and paste it. Waffle Trigger 100, no. That tank, was ridiculously broken. I played it, but, oh god. Whew, luckily he had better reflexes. I didn't personally get it on my account because they were gonna remove it. They basically released it, and after one patch, they're like, we're changing this. I'll make this interesting here. I don't want to get too close to T-57 and whatnot. Never mind, he pushed. Honestly, I'm mainly diving into him here because I saw that he did not have the best reaction time. He didn't even get close to hitting me on that first shot. Hello, Ante. Okay, I'm glad it works, Rick. Should be able to scoop by if he shoots me. Trying to get a little bit of... Oh, he's using heat. How awesome. Guess I see that they're coming from the other... Oh god, I didn't want him to do that. I'll be fine with how small the RU is, but still going for it. Basically, I just wanted to provide separate flanks for him to have to aim on. He's aiming right at me here. Just shot at the air too. Awesome. Not the best match, but not too shabby. I do have both of them, Andrew. I'm not taking any more requests at this point, though. Later on, if I have time, I will take more requests, but currently I think I have, you know, I'm pretty full. Thank you very much, Lobobo, for the tip. For you, never mind, you're balancing it out. But pretty decent match for our team. You know, we had 12 of the 15 people get over 1,000 damage. That's always a good sign that your team's doing very well. So next up is the KV2. Whoops, wrong way. Thank you, Dennis, for tipping the dog here. Here you go. You want a biscuit? Give me a paw. A paw. Shake. Good boy. Is it pretty? Thank you. Gotta make him work for some of these. Thanks for tipping Levi, Dennis. Yeah, I hate the people that chase me like that too. It didn't make sense for him to chase me, but it's alright, Lobobo. Honestly, I only notice if it's unbalanced, like I can see it, is if I refresh my page here for the goal here. But it is kind of in my head, which holy freaking crap. I guess everyone got their E3485Ms finally on the NA server. It seems like everybody got to them. Holy crap, that's a lot of them. Oh lord. Yeah, foreplay. Hello, Bao. Yeah, I have a dog cam now. In preparation, that's gonna be the webcam if I do a cooking stream. Has a little bit better view angle, and also, you know, I would need a separate one to be able to run out to my kitchen. The VK3001P, it's not bad. I wouldn't call it good though, so in a sense, you know, mid-tiers don't exactly always interest me much. But To me, the VK30, or yeah, the 3001, just the, not the P version. I really like that, and the 3002D. Yeah, I'm surprised that they're giving it away just because they recently buffed it, and honestly, if they, you know, it's not a bad mid tier to give away, so it's not like it's hilariously overpowered or underpowered. Gotta wait for you. It's balanced with all the T30. Yeah, it is a well balanced match if you all have, you know, basically one tank on both sides. Alright, we need somebody over here. But yeah, it finally seems like the NA server has... Alright, Rudy. If you would like my help, let me out here with you. Could have taken that shot. There we go. When I had the chance. Like it's time to play some E25s, some other, pick your flavor of the preferential tier 7 premiums, maybe like a Panther, M10 Panther, stuff like that. Awesome. You can get it for free if you did the missions. At this point, if you didn't do the missions, you can, you know, you have to buy the tokens for it. It is a very good tank though for a premium, since they recently buffed it. You know, it doesn't make as many credits as a tier 8, but it is a very good tank for its tier. It's basically, you know, as good as the standard elite tanks in its tier. But yeah, now is the time to bring out your preferential tier 7 tanks. Definitely do not bring out your TOG IIs. That would be... that would be bad. Only because the T-34s have better armor than you. They have pretty fast firing gun. ARL, please, now. I don't know what it is with people wanting to sit behind me today, but it's happened quite a few times. The only tank at tier 6 that can cover the KV-2. I'll have to remember that. Sorry, Uber. Honestly, the best tank in the game is the FV215B heavy tank at tier 10, so... I'm joking there. Oh! I wanted to kill your favorite tank. Does that mean? He doesn't... Yep, he's got him. Honestly, I have a feeling they're gonna come this way. Seems like what a Rommel will do. Oh, I missed. Oh god, that's a big miss. We're gonna lose now. He does not know he can shoot through them now. Yep, we're dead. Or, I'm about to be dead. That one miss, though, if I did not miss that one shot, I would have been able to kill him. The other guy, we would have been not a surefire chance to win, but we would have at least had a chance. I know. That's not good, Dennis. That sounds pretty good though, Daniel. But still did the most amount of damage on my team. Your favorite tank here shined as well. But what did it in for me was the already plinking at me, but I missed a couple shots I shouldn't have. Pretty decent match though. Off to the M22 Locust. Go. And after this we have a Dicker Max, M4043, a mouse, and an ELC. That's extremely a little bit too descriptive there. Oh, Halo dog. Alright. Not the best map for this. Actually, this is a mid-tier match. I'm not going to the hill. Whoa! I shouldn't have drove in front of him, but still. Screw you, person. Can't damage a Matilda, can't damage a Hetzer frontally. He's just rushing straight out here. Awesome. Kinda hoping that my team pushes up behind me here. Do I ever buy premium? Like a premium account? Yes. Typically, your best deals are you wait until... I'm gonna get shredded here. You wait until around Christmas time, at least for the NA server, and you can get it 30% off for a year, usually. They have so many tanks in this match that I literally can't penetrate. Interesting. I don't think I can make it through there, but I might. No. I had to try. Alright, the Hetzer is kind of alone now. And the match is almost over. No. Oh, that didn't work out as planned. I slid right into him. Well, there's your M22 match. Honestly, sorry it wasn't a good one, but like I won't lie. When I get tank requests under tier 4, I typically play them for fun. I literally don't care how I do in them. So I have a Dicker Max here. I'm not taking it. Actually, at this point, you know, if anyone does want to request tanks, I can take a few more requests here looking at it. But I see a T30 there. And I by a few I mean I probably can take 2 more. But yeah. As Uber said, currently, like, a lot of people buy me gift shop packages and tanks now. But yeah, sometimes I grab them up. But at this point, you know, prior to, say, like a year before that, I bought more or less every premium tank because I used to do tank reviews on, you know, back when not a lot of people did it for the English side of things. I used to review premium tanks, you know, the day that they came out, stuff like that, so I would pretty much pick them up, review them. More or less, I made my money back on it to where I wasn't actually spending between my website and video views for ads. I made back the purchase cost of them. Alright, so we got the T30, the M103, and the T49. That'll be that'll be it as far as requests then. It's just once I get through the ELC, I'm gonna pop into a tank grind. Then I'll do, you know, the T30. I'll do another grind, M103, T49, and that'll pretty much fill up the stream here. A lot of my grinds currently are tier 9 light tanks, and I have the Leopard prototype as well. Which, thank you very much, Stay Gaming, for the subscription. But if I have time, I'll add on the mutant. The KV2 not looking at me anymore, fortunately. I hate the Dicker Max with the left and right movement. It's a fun tank when you can abuse the gun depression at long range, but I can't use that long range on this map. I'm always going to be spotted when I take a shot here. Hello, LLL. Gotta help out. My T-29 is probably gonna die, but... Crap. Thank you very much for the tip, Rick. This shot's just... I can't pull off that shot. I'll have to look. I think I'm like 100,000 away from it. A lot of my grinds right now, I'm between 100, even though some take like the RU-251, I am like 250,000 away, because that grind is 291,000 experience just to get the tank unlocked. The tier 10. Thank you for tipping, Levi. I'll catch up on everything after the match here. But for anyone that requested after the T49, I'll try to get to them. I guess I won't promise anything after the T49. I can get another shot here. Alright, I can type down some... It's not necessarily, I would say, better. It's just, it has a little bit more armor and a little bit different gun setup and less mobility. It's just, I would say, on par with it. But the armor isn't good enough, or high enough to protect you from certain tanks in your tier and any higher tiers on the 85M, which is why I'm glad they, because when initially it came out, the armor was well enough to, or high enough to protect you from most tier 6s and some 7s, but they finally, buffed it semi recently to fix that, to where in today's game it just wasn't high enough. Kind of like the Jumbo Sherman, its armor being weak now. Nice Canadian. You'll like the bat chat. The Dicker Max, yes, it is a premium. But decent match, nothing spectacular, but I'll take that for a Dicker Max, because most matches you kind of drive out and you get one shot at. Yeah. Yeah, because the experience total, more or less... Hey, little bud, you got tipped again. More or less, it's the same across all lines. The grand total from tier 1 to tier 10. So they kind of make up the difference from 9 to 10. But honestly, the 268 like it's probably before a lot of you guys start playing the game. It was pretty much the best tank destroyer at tier 10 when the tier 10 TDs first came out, for people that actually knew vision mechanics in the game. And that's because its camouflage was so high, especially while shooting, because the way bushes work in the vision system, they slightly modified it a few patches after tier 10 TDs came out, to where there's less of a bonus for stacking up bushes, and they provide a little bit less camouflage bonuses as they used to. But 268, you used to be able to, I don't know, I can't really say these bushes here. You could sit in these bushes to where there's two of them in front of you. You wouldn't even have to back up very far from them to where you could still spot things. And I would say the 268 with a full camouflage crew and a camo net could shoot something right here and it would not be spotted. That's initially when it came out, to where you just couldn't fight the things. You couldn't see them. You just plop yourself in a bush and you'd never see them. To where, you know, they fixed that. However, the 268 never really received that much of a change afterwards, to where it's currently the worst performing standard tier 10 tank by a very considerable margin. Yeah. Well, last stream I had given him a pain pill, so he was kind of like knocked out. But he is doing a little bit better. Thank you for asking. Great. Doesn't. Let's say I was looking to help that guy out, but it doesn't look like they're gonna put anybody in the south to where I can hit them. Don't think I'm getting SPG 15 done on this this match here. Take a little bit of a gamble and shout over here. This way I can hit them, whereas already usually can't hit them over there. I played so many SPG matches recently that I don't need to. Can't fall off of this. Starting to get back into the groove of moving around for different shots, but I might get spotted specifically where I'm at here. Definitely, because basically there's a hole here, but hope that doesn't happen. Here we go, that's where I wanted to get to. I don't have the 261. I'm not taking any more tank requests for the rest of the stream as well. Well, his foot was really hurting him. Honestly, I hate, like, I'm teeing my target here. Just wait until I frickin' shoot him and stun him to move around the corner. Is that hard to grasp? Which these guys pulled back, so I've got to move now. Now that I frickin' hit them, they're not gonna push. I figure. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to. Yep. Unfortunately, the team's slowly crumbling here. And try to stun here. I'm not gonna do much damage, but might help them out before I start running away. I hit the side of the building. You can look it up, PRZ. I honestly do not know. Used to care about win rate 8, game's a lot more enjoyable if you don't care about it. It's a joke. I really hate playing this map though from this side for Artie. The other side you have much better shots. That's just because there's a much larger mountain on this side you have to work around. Hello Chad, nice to see you. That's excellent T-32, nobody cares. That sounded really mean. I want to help you 113. Sorry dude. Let's see if I can guess this correctly. Is he gonna run into that little bit of tank there? Yep. I don't know if I hit him, but I definitely didn't kill him. Full speed ahead. Oh, you're not supposed to run. Ah, I didn't do any damage. Oh, he didn't ram me fast enough. Ah, oh well. I'm not taking any more tank requests, guys. Sorry. I have a lot of tank requests to still go through, and it's gonna take up the rest of the stream. So the next up is the mouse. Hello, Slice. So we got the mouse up next here. Hello, Toad and Brugin. Nice to see you guys. Yeah, as far as like win rate 8 and stuff, like I would say the only reason you should even care about it is if you plan on doing clan stuff and like competitive side of World of Tanks, where clans, you know, they kind of use it to judge people. Otherwise, to be honest, just look at your win rate percentage. Try to shoot for over 50%. 55 is very good, and over, of course. And try to do your HP total as far as whatever tier you're at. Try to do that in damage. Or if you're playing a light, try to do at least half your HP's worth in damage at higher tiers, and, you know, spot for, you know, a good amount as well. But I think, you know, win rate 8 in general at this point, with so many changes, so many different changes they've done in World of Tanks, the different tanks and classes, that it just, you know, it can't tally all those to where it's not a good judge of your skill. Thanks, Rick, for purchasing a challenge. What tank would you like me to play? The TOG? Oh god, thank you. You are very evil. Luckily it's the basic challenge. I might be able to do it. Honestly, for those of you still requesting tanks in the chat, please don't spam. I just said I'm not taking any more requests. I have a list here. You know, something like the T49 is on it. I just can't play any more matches because the stream's gonna end before I can actually get to any more tanks. My next stream is going to be tomorrow, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to stop by then, towards the beginning of the stream, and request some tanks for me to play. Well, it does depend on the map, yes, but hopefully it's a small map that I can get to the fight. I don't like pushing up high. It's easier for people to hit you, but I might be able to get a shot on this guy. Barely pulled back. I don't even care that already hit me. Spot at T-54. Here we go. Please, yeah, you're getting timed out. I always have the 90mm on the T49. It's the better gun. Alright, I need to push here. I probably should have just did this in the beginning. Really, dude? Because they have, you know, they're pushing on their base, so that distracts the people in, that typically sit in H3, H4. Thank you. Dealing with this E75, that's not exactly that difficult. Unless he throws APCR, but I would do the same exact thing. Shot him wrong. Oh well. RU should be able to finish him off before he reloads. Not exactly the best mouse match, but this tank is very forgiving. So where it, you know, even if you're not angling right, you can still take more damage than any other tank. Even though it is getting reduced down to, I think, 3,000 the HP in the next patch. I don't think I'm gonna get another shot. Marco? It depends. Typically... excuse me. I would say it takes a person, like, at least for their first tier 10, like 5,000 battles to get to. Unless you're just going through one line and you have a premium account. I can't say how much time I've spent grinding the tier 10 because I have a ton of them. So I can't answer that. Thank you very much, Lobobo, for the tip. Which said hi, Slythe. Thanks for watching the stream. If you want a platoon, just send me a message Thursday, and I'll do the best I can to fit you in. Just depends on what tiers you have. So we have a TOG II challenge here from Rick. So he purchased in the chatbot shop the challenge guru. So essentially I have to, with TOG II here, I have to do 1.5 times the HP total of the tank in damage, blocked and also assist damage. So it's pretty difficult in this tank. Honestly, I am close to saying that I won't do the TOG II for this because it's you know, it's not to say it's impossible, but it's very difficult to actually do it. So I have to get to 2,100 between all three, and the main reason is that this is pretty much an outlier for any tank in the game, to where it's large, slow, no armor, and the gun's good, but you know, it doesn't do a lot of damage per shot, and by the time you actually pump out damage, typically, you know, people have just torn you to shreds. So thank you, Chris Roz, for the subscription. This is actually the map yesterday I completed my Light Tank 7 match on in the AMX 1390. Yeah, I almost thought about saving the replay. But yeah, I ended up killing 3 light tanks in the center here, and then bum rushed 3 SPGs, and didn't kill all 3 by myself, but ended up all 3 died in the end. All the meanwhile, I had an SPG calling me a noob because there's a Tiger II bot in the center here just auto-aiming people, and I just ran right past them. Because I'm not going to focus on someone that honestly is, you know, not really functioning, and better to kill 3 SPGs than that. No problem, Marco. Yeah, really, the grind to tier 10, it depends on A, how much money you want to spend, if you're just doing one line, and a premium account. Most important thing's a premium account. Looking at how the team's setting up here, not to sound defeated, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get this. Even if all things go as planned, there's not enough HP. I'm going to have to go this way because these guys are more or less, yeah, which I'm already, didn't even notice he could hit me. They're going to be basically going to outpace me here. Yeah, I would say, not that I'm in the best spot right now, but honestly at this point, not Randall, Rick, you're the last one that's ever going to challenge a TOG II match, because, you know, it's basically this tank. I'll play it now and then for a request, but it's god-awful as far as the combination of the speed and armor. Like, even though I killed this guy, you know, we're getting capped out at this point. You just can't do anything for your team in basically the most important part of the match. It's like playing a T95 without armor. And a 120mm gun on it instead of the 155. But congratulations, you won the challenge. Alright. Let's switch this. I was about to say, at this point I was just conceding defeat. So you got back 5,000 Levi biscuits. There you go. And to fix that. No more TOG 2s for that. But congratulations on winning. Yeah. I'm not, I just, at this point, the TOG 2, like, a request now and then I don't mind, but this tank is just, it doesn't fit in the game anymore to where it's probably has the title of the literally the worst tank in the game. You want to be my friend? No offense, like, hi, I'll chat with you, but, you know, yeah. Feel free to chat in the live stream, but I can't message during streams very easily. It's distracting sometimes, unless it's like a platooning day and whatnot. I always accept friend requests and whatnot, but yeah, I can't just chat during streams. Yeah, honestly, it does, yeah. But yeah, you know, initially when the TOG came out, its armor sucked, but the HP amount it had was enough of an offset, and the game was slower back then to where the speed, you know, you could get to a battle before half your team died. You had enough HP to where it made up for the lack of armor, but, you know, over time, you know, firepower has basically outpaced armor and pretty much every other, even HP totals in World of Tanks, especially at mid-tiers, to where, you know, it just literally it went from being somewhat playable because of the HP total, where you could at least, you know, kill a tank or two because you had so much HP compared to other tanks of your tier, to where now, you know, it doesn't matter how much HP and how decent the gun is on the TOG 2, it just, you know, you literally can't fight anything. Even some newer tier 5s can completely wipe the floor with you. But no more TOG 2s for challenges now. That match finally pushed me over the edge there, which, holy crap, our team is literally getting stomped. Oh, that little thing. I remember this tank can't break those. We gotta do something. You know, we're not getting completely killed as far as tanks go, but as far as positioning, I don't know how I missed that. They're gonna basically wipe the floor because they cut us in half. Hello. That's not good. Nice. We really need to put 3 on the cap. They haven't gotten onto it yet, but we get 3 on before them, they should win. Really? What are you doing here? Like, I know there's arty, but we need more than 3, in a way. I don't use the top 90mm on the ELC. That's probably what's confusing you. I use the 75mm. You get a fully functional turret at the cost of a little bit of alpha, but to me it's the better gun of the two. Here we go, we got a nice little win. Thank you for capping, guys. I only did 200 damage, but I'll take a win, you know, rather than try to eke out more damage and look stupid losing. So, hello, Colt. Which, I don't know if you're watching, Colt, but honestly, I'll give you one more one more try here to where yeah, sending me too many messages sometimes, like I can't always answer them. I do my best to answer them. But I'll give Colt one more try here before, yeah. Right. Sometimes I auto aim, but if they're moving, it actually is a detriment. Alright, so after this battle, I'm going to start mixing in some of my grinds in between requests here. Hello, Lego boy, and Russian dude, I think that's Russian. Privet. Okay, you'll see me auto-aim if it's, I'm just focusing on driving, or if it's stationary tank or a tank going to and from you in a straight line. I don't think my coffee's strong enough this morning. I'm starting to get a little tired here. I was up late watching Game of Thrones last night, so after Ryan got home from work. Honestly, I'm timing you out again. WoT, if you keep saying hi in the chat one more time. I said hi to you once. I think I said it twice. I'm gonna ban you next time. I don't know if you're trying to troll or what, but yeah. My tolerance for trolls is a little bit less now that it's very easy for me to, if someone gets banned accidentally, I can unban them now with YouTube moderation. Which there's actually, for those of you that are moderators here, I don't know if any of you guys use Reddit. Probably not, but on the YouTube Gaming subreddit, the developers of YouTube Gaming are actually, they opened up a sign-up sheet to where if you're a moderator for a YouTube live stream, you can sign up and they basically change your account over to a new YouTube view that they're testing out. Gives you a bunch of different features for moderating live chats. So if anybody is interested, that's a potential. But that's on Reddit. You go to the subreddit called YouTube Gaming. You'll see a post somewhere on there. It's not a giant subreddit, but the YouTube developers are pretty good with providing support over there. Alright, I wasn't aiming there at all. Missed. Awesome. After the last stream, the T30 match was good. Back to the T30 being its usual self. Please move out of my way, E75. Thing a little bit. And I felt like that was my best chance at actually doing something here. get tired of the T-30's accuracy to where I just push up sometimes. It's that god awful. It's Marks of Excellence. I don't have any for the T-30 because I rarely play it, but you just have to do more damage plus assist damage combined than a certain amount of people. I think it's like 65% and like 85, or I don't know. I don't even pay too much attention to them. Across 100 battles, it counts up to your average. Hello, Rock. Nice to see you. Trips away. I'll go up to my aunt and be like, you know, what if we give away like a weekend trip to Cape May for 50,000 Levi biscuits? That would not go over well. They always look at me funny when I'm like, oh, I gotta, you know, work at home and stream, and they're like, what? Not that this is like work, but, you know, I have a schedule, I make a little bit of money from it, or not a little bit, but, you know, it's a hobby to where I don't count on this to pay, like, my mortgage. That's what cooking's for. But they kind of look at me like, what do you do? But sounds like Ryan is playing Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, I pulled out there stupidly and I died. TV 85 is not overpowered at all now. But let me get some personal reserves going. I'm gonna basically flop back and forth between a tank grind and tank requests that are left here. But for my first grind, let me start down this way. But to answer your question, I think Uber asked earlier how much experience I have left for the 5A. 138, so a little bit more than I thought. Then my other grind here, I'm doing a little bit further away on the 132A here. Closest grinds I have is the Leopard prototype for the Leopard 1, and I believe the T49 and the Batchat 12 T, the tier 8 one. I'm close to the AMX 30 for that. It would have to be a little bit more than that, Labobo. Not against any of you guys, but Levi would probably be like, why is someone in my backyard? Maybe we'll rent a porta potty like someone Ryan and I know. I won't say who we know that does that, but yeah. Someone had rented a porta potty and it's in their backyard. Yep. Thank you very much, WoT, for the subscription. Hopefully, you know, you don't keep saying hi. I think 5 times is enough. I don't know why they want to spot up there, because usually less tanks go up that way than the south here, and there's only one SPG, so spotting in the north is a lot less lucrative than the south, and yet most of our team is going up to the mountains. You know, that makes complete sense to send an Oni up to the frickin' corner of the map where you shouldn't be in with the Oni. Yay. I would not try that. Levi looks nice, but he is very vicious when there's someone he does not know coming up to the house. Even sometimes people that he's met a couple times. Well, a joke and trolling is basically the same thing to where, you know, I've warned you a couple times here. Please don't do it again. Uh-oh. I've got no help here, so let's... Didn't track him. A lot of HP here. Oh god. Yeah, I'm dead. The only chance I have... Yeah. Awesome. Like, literally. I usually don't... Like, I'll admit, I stayed out there a little too long, but... We had a T-49 ditch me, but I really don't get... Well, the ONI is... Alright. I hate to frickin' scroll on this. I don't get, like, sitting here, it doesn't make too much sense. Like, a TD, fine, like one TD, because if you try to shoot here, you get spotted, and you get RD'd, shot from this way, shot from that way, but you actually can't see far enough to shoot the enemy tanks back in this area, unless they push, and at that point, you can't stay here because you're spotted, and you're in the open. A lot of people you'll see is they set up over here to where you can get shots all the way up into the dune. Makes a little bit more sense. But I just see it a lot to where people sit way too far back on this side in the base and they actually can't shoot anything because it doesn't render. And it's virtually useless to where I should have just cut and ran right in the beginning when nobody was pushing out to where they could shoot people. It's just, it's a little frustrating that people don't understand, you know, at those tiers, essentially the vision mechanics in the game. So well, potentially, Rick. But the problem with that is, you know, I'm not always there, and yeah, like when Rich came, Ryan this time baked him 2 little, or not little, but basically personal cheesecakes. But as far as like me giving anything away for free at the restaurants, always I do here or there, but it's you know, it can be politics with family. Depending on, you know. Honestly, the majority of free meals I give out are for the delivery drivers in the morning. Like, I'll cook them a couple eggs and like throw some home fries in a to-go container, and you know, it makes them happy. Or, you know, we get them like a cup of, if it's hot out, like ice water. You know, it keeps them happy to where, you know, they don't screw up your order as much. And, you know, sometimes, you know, they still mess up. But, like, there's this one really cool bread guy that we order bagels and, like, all of our dinner rolls and stuff from a local company. He basically, usually it's every Wednesday, so today, Wednesday and Friday, when he, you know, it's his route where he's there early afternoon, to where he brings us basically all the extra rolls that they baked by mistake for other restaurants, and he's like, oh, we don't keep them, you know, past the first day, they just throw them away, essentially. Such a waste. He'll give us like basically anything he thinks that we can use, just because I give him, you know, breakfast when he comes in. You know, a couple eggs, it costs us like $1, and you know, he's saving them from throwing away stuff, and we get some free bread out of it. But every now and then people are like, why are you feeding the delivery people? I'm like, yeah, it's a nice thing to do, you know. Their job's actually, you know, it's pretty hard, to be honest. A delivery driver, like, each stop gets anywhere from like 200 to like 2,000 pounds of food, and they're doing it sometimes alone. Some companies use 2 drivers, one offloading, one delivering into the restaurant, but most only have one. So Food talk. Yeah, I try to be nice to everybody though, if it makes financial sense, at least at the restaurant. But hell, even if it didn't, like getting, say, like bread and stuff out of it, it's just a plus. To me, I see these guys basically 5-6 days a week sometimes, to where, you know, not to say that they're friends, but, you know, they're acquaintances, to where, you know, you get to know someone over the years. Yeah, typically AC guys, I'll give them something, or people like repairing, like our ovens and stuff from time to time. I finally got spotted here. This is no bueno. This week, I don't know why I went here again. Because M103 doesn't have the best armor, but on top of this, our guys in the center are they're not spotting essentially. Where, unfortunately, that M103 match sucked, but to point out back-to-back matches, our team, I would say there's an 80% chance of us losing because we have all of our TDs camping here with no spotter, except for this RU, but he's not lighting them up as well as he could. And then you have the people in the center who, if you ever go to the center on this map, your main task is A, get any shots for enemies basically pushing and contesting the hill safely, but more or less just peeking over just one person here or there to spot people here for your hill to shoot them. If you're not doing those two things, your hill is going to get torn to shreds and you're going to lose. So, C and B. But I'm going to pop back into the WZ here. But unfortunately at M103, its armor is not that great. But I'm very surprised there hasn't been much RD today in matches. Yesterday when I was playing, granted I played later in the day than right now, there was like 2 or 3 each match, which is why I tried that light tank mission and finally got it done. It was like every single match there's a lot of SPGs, where today there's like nothing. So little weird. Alright, so up after this I have the T49 coming up for a request. A fart? No. If you thought you did, it was either Levi or there's a trash truck outside right now. Ah, that's neat, Leith. Alright, so I am not going to push out here because our TDs are taking the very long route. When there's no arty, you can basically take your initial route a little bit differently than you normally would. Like, instead of going straight down this way, go like that, to where there's less of a chance for you to get shot. And even if you are spotted by, say, a light tank, it's very unlikely he's going to be able to hit you, because if he stops and shoots you, you know, he's going to get hit by a bunch of other people. But it's just, you know, when there's no arty in the match, you can take a little bit more risks. Hey dog, stop it. I don't want to yell at him too much, but he's licking himself when he is not allowed to right now. Dumb move by me. don't know what my TDs are doing here, though. Where the gun depression comes into play, unfortunately. Because I'm looking at where I could even push or do something, and not looking too great for me. Like, I might get hit from this area, but I can try to get shots. The Yag Panther. Alright. WoT, honestly, you're typing random messages in the chat and it's getting a little annoying. I don't know if you're doing it seriously or you're just very young, but this is your, honestly, you're gonna get banned here because you're distracting. Because randomly saying crap in a chat is not how we do the live chat here. Fortunately, like that Yag Panther, he might be spotting me, but somebody else is other than him. Levi's doing very well, thanks for asking. It's just, it's getting a little bit annoying that I keep getting spotted by something. Right. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not feeling this match at all. Why don't I try out a different side that doesn't have something invisible spotting me? It looks like the T-25 II. It's just, I hate matches with no arty because it's just so stagnant to where I can't push out anywhere and do anything because a lot of our tanks are just sitting in one spot, and once both sides are kind of trenched in, it is actually a detriment to push out too far because they're not able to get shots on people. Like the T-34-3 gets pushed up over like a little incline and got shot, where his team couldn't hit everyone that he just spotted. That's kind of the situation I'm stuck in right now. Probably gonna die here because he has a faster reload than I do. Sorry, IS-6. Hello, anime. Yeah, if my HP total... I'm gonna try not to die here if I can help it. Just Matches like this where it keeps going on and on, to where right now we need to push before their other 3 tanks on the other side get over here. It's, yeah. Well, people would probably go up in arms if they put arty bots in the game, but yeah. I like matches with at least 1 SPG. It doesn't look like they're gonna, yeah. Now trying to push like they are, that's not good to push that way. We blew it here. They might try to pop the T-54, but I doubt I'll, yeah, get a chance. I'm dead. Oh well. Not exactly the best match from what I usually get out of 132, but... Did I play the T-49? I honestly forget. I have. Honestly, I'm starting to like, I didn't eat before the stream today, like breakfast. I didn't have a ton of time. I'm starting to drift off. Hello, Bojan. Nice to see you. All right, we got Windstorm. Yeah, that time the T-30. Honestly, whatever was spotting me, I'm pretty sure that T-25-2 was just sitting literally in a bush with a camo net and binocs. That made it hard for me with the gun depression to pop over. If I had a T-49, I would have been able to, but honestly, you might. Honestly, he was the whole time here just posting random things that it was annoying. I've warned him 3 or 4 times at this point to where, yeah, you can say I'm mean and everything, but yeah, enough's enough. He's been timed out twice, so unfortunately I'm not taking any more tank requests right now, Anime, for the stream here. I have a half hour left and I won't be able to get to any more requests. But yeah, I was trying to be patient with him, but not being constructive and adding anything to the chat is, for over a half hour, is enough to get banned in my eyes. Great, less people in the town than I thought my team would have. Anybody? Anybody? A lot of lurking. Here we go, now I got enough to work with here. He's actually gonna push on me. Ammo rack, that hurt. Somehow, all the guys sitting in that line that can cover that, I'm probably gonna, yeah, I'm dead. Did not push. Whew. Barely survived that. Yeah, thanks for the assistance, guys. 10 out of 10. You're awesome. They literally did not shoot any of those tanks pushing through there. That is, oh well, still did 1400 damage, but yeah. That's the risk of going there, but I had people there, which is why I stayed there and I didn't pull back earlier. But having them do 0 damage on both of those tanks is, I don't know how that Happens. The band hammer. Yeah. When the overlay is red. Beware. Yeah, kind of surprised them. I got a good spawn spot. You know, I got those 3 shots in before they even could retaliate. But unfortunately for me, the guys, you know, they set up in spots behind me to where they couldn't shoot. They were basically just sitting there with no shots, where you're better off sitting on a corner to where you're pre-aimed at the enemy corner. That way when they pull around, you take a shot and damage them, pull back. Our people were sitting behind the corner waiting for them to get spotted, then they pull out and get hit, and then they just camp and didn't help me. It's just, you're better off being pre-aimed at a corner, take your shot and pull back. So, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. It's alright, dog. He had the curtain wrapped around him. Honestly, there's a 48% chance to win a flip coin gamble. It's, you know, same for everybody every time. Sound quality, you can take a look in my video description. There's a link in my video description for my PC specs. So right below the video here, you'll see it's about the middle of the video description. It'll pop you over to my website, WoTguru.com. It's actually a good idea though to make a command for this PC specs. Right now though, on the streamer website, where you can buy stuff with the currency, my custom commands aren't showing up though, so trying to get that fixed. Just the chatbot developer is a little bit busy with other things. I don't want to bug them too much about something that small. I think I can block him. Yep. Yeah, that was a bad shot. Thank you very much for the subscription, Tran. Go Type 4 Heavy. You're actually gonna get me to hop out and help you here, even though I'm gonna take a little bit of damage because of that. Hey, if you do something like that and it makes sense to me as a teammate, I will stick my neck out and try to help you. Yeah, the AP pen on this is not too good. Go for this guy first. Awesome. He decided to turn all the way around to shoot. Honestly, I could have moved back further. I didn't. I guess he couldn't point down far enough to hit the A44. Honestly, we're gonna lose though. They're gonna cap us out. But oh well. Alright, so the next tank up, I'm picking another grind. I feel like playing the AMX 1390 here. Which, bow, not every game can be good, but honestly in the T49, even though I died early, I'll consider that an actually above average match because I did over my HP total and damage, and I did it in the first like minute and a half. That's better than me sitting back and camping on that map. What is it with light tanks today and me getting city maps? Haven't had the best luck as far as map choices here. But I'm getting towards the end of the stream. I have about 24 minutes left here. So I got the AMX 1390. He was not... Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Just stop. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit, Uber. So after this, I got the T3485M. I'll play the Chaffee, and then I'll just finish out with my picks. Hi, Iron Tanker. Yeah, there's a few of them still around here. Well, of course it's ugly. They used to be... They were essentially buried underneath a ton of sand. They're exposed now because of you know, just the beaches changing over time, but also, you know, sea levels rising. Hello, Dam. God, they are bugging over here. I hit the STA once. Alright. I'm just not all about pushing the hill. It's easier if we let them come up. My aim sucks right now. Yep, they figured out that you do not push right there. They're at an advantage. Their other side's pushing pretty well. Oh, the accuracy. I'm sucking it up here. I shouldn't be trying to snipe an AMX 1390. I know I'm doing the wrong thing, and yet I'm still doing it. Oh, awesome. Of him using gold. Not that he'd pen me anyway, but... Alright, I need to... get out of dodge here. Sorry, T-25 pilot, you are on your own. Oh no, don't do that. He's splitting up. They're all gonna rush down my... It's smart for him, but at the same time... Kinda sucks. Alright, I'm gonna head this way. Rick bought a personalized stream rank in the chatbot shop. You guys got 22 seconds. Are you gonna rush a T95? very much appreciate that. A little bit more damage there. I'll take that. Alright. But at least we got wins on these last two matches here. Top 3 damage. I was a little bit surprised to see that, but yeah, it all worked out. I would have had a lot more if I didn't screw up the first 3 minutes or so of the match. You go, dog. Thank you very much, Rick, for the tip. All right, so we have a T-34 85M up here next. Hey, you gotta chew them, like inhaling them. Oh, this is a very good number here, Rick. Thank you again for the tip. Alrighty then. But yeah, I will do the Chaffee up right after this one, and I may have time, or I should have time for, I would think, like 2 more battles after this. I'm like, oh, I can't focus right now for some reason. Caffeine work. Honestly, I'm waiting for Ryan to make me a nice little brunch after the stream here. Yeah. The perfect number, is the perfect number for me, since I'm evil. Yeah, right? The only reason I'm actually thinking about contesting here with typically Heavy's face off is their top tier is this super pershing. Should I tip myself? I wouldn't do that just because it's funny. Even if I tip myself through super chat here, I'd have to, I could do it through Streamlabs, but not only would I have to pay taxes on it, but I have to, you know, they take a small little fee out for processing, like a credit card. PayPal doesn't take any fee out, say from what I get from you guys, but yeah. Alright, he's a falling down. Are you gonna go for it? I'm gonna set you right up there. Dive off the cliff. Or not. Lame. This. Whoa. We can't leave this completely empty, but I don't think they have anybody over here except for that AMX lighting up. I really want to help the center, but yeah, I kind of have to. I can't push this alone. That's the thing, because a light could drop down behind me. I can come across like a tank I can't face off against, so it just sucks. This is not how I wanted to fight this match, and sitting out where they did, you know, it looks safe, but they're already just can tear into you, and our arty doesn't seem to be helping us out very much here. That's a unfortunate miss there. Dude, we keep getting stuck on each other. Yeah. Well, the tank requests here to end are not going very well, unfortunately. But here into the Chaffee for the last one. I don't know what it is about. Usually, like, honestly, it's nothing with you guys requesting the tanks, because these aren't bad tank requests. Or like, say, you make me, if I had like an AMX 40 requesting that, and I don't have high hopes getting a good match in a tank like that. I don't know what it is. Like, recently you've noticed I take less tank requests towards the end. I just, for whatever reason, towards the end of the stream, I play better in like what I kind of pick, what I feel like I'll do best in. But yeah, I don't know what it is about it. It's like some mental block I have. So, see Andre, have fun at the beach. Do I only stream on YouTube? Yes, Moki. Somewhat recently, like at this point 2 months ago, I streamed on both. Honestly, 1 to 2 people watched me on Twitch. To me, you know, I'm able to provide better quality and also a lot more features here if I just stream on YouTube than on multiple platforms, or even if I just stream just solely on Twitch. Thank you, Labovo. The OCD is killing you. Which, thank you very much, Echo Baby, for the tip as well. Thanks, guys. And long time no see, Echo Baby. I'm spotted, but I can't see anything. Really? Really? Yeah, I'm probably not gonna make it out of this. Maybe I will. Gotta love it though, to where I literally can't spot a T-67 and an M4 shooting at me. Yeah. Just wonderful. Not that I typically scout this hard in a Chaffee, but this map we needed somebody to push. Thank you for the subscription, Moki. Hopefully I said it right the second time too. Usually I get them wrong, but thank you very much. Thank you, Pytech, for the subscription. I guess I'll try again. Yeah, there's that little bugger. They're outside of my max speed range now, so I'm a happy light. Nope. T-71 pushed on me. Oh well, crappy match here. Off to just doing a couple grinds, and that's gonna be it for the stream here. What haven't I haven't done a Leopard prototype yet. Honestly though, as far as streams go, most people want to honestly watch something. Like, even though, you know, I play pretty well, people want to watch, you know, someone that is interesting to watch and, you know, reads the chat, responds to questions, stuff like that. But yeah, the chatbot I use, it's called Fussbot. The name that's after my dog, who's the moderator there, Levi. It is free to use. However, if you do $5 a month on Patreon for Fussbot, it opens up it's in the video description below. There's a URL to it, to where it's a streamer website to where people can buy things, and you know, you can set up pretty much anything you want. Very soon he's gonna have it integrated completely with Discord, to where it'll work on Discord, the chat bot completely, with ranks and everything. And he's also working on basically replacing Streamlabs, not for the tips, but next up on the update for the chatbot, he said yesterday, it's just one guy developing this. It will be like notifications, to where Streamlabs, it shows up when people subscribe and stuff like that. He's working on overlays for that. Oh, did I forget? Thank you very much for... I forgot to switch my camera back. I forgot that. I shot him too low. Yeah, nice. I don't know any coding myself. The most I do is, you know, I have my website to where I know a little bit of like HTML stuff, but you know, I use WordPress to where it does most of it for me, but I can fiddle around with and fix minor issues I have with that. But that's the limit of my ability. Alright, screw this. We're gonna push in here. Supreme Gaming, sorry, I'm not taking any more requests for today's stream. I did play it a bit ago. You can actually, even though it depends on how long you watch for, you can actually rewind the stream here on YouTube. Really? If someone team killing. He really is hellbent on getting me. And I guess missed him. Oh lord. I was gonna say, my knowledge of coding, I don't even know what that is. Most of the stuff I know came from high school, back in like 2006. Even I did like media stuff and whatnot in high school, and website design, but yeah. Honestly, I was the school paper, not editor, but I basically designed and did the school paper for 2 years. But most of my stuff is in like Illustrator and Photoshop. Thank you very much, Joe Pyden's hair plugs, again for the tip. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, today, yeah, my streams are 9 AM to 12 PM as far as Eastern Standard Time. More or less, it's the only time, because I work 50 plus hours a week. It's the only time of the week where I can stream early for those that watch outside the US. All my other streams start at 7 PM. And usually go till 9. Mondays I go a little bit past 9 typically. But yeah, in the summer I only can stream when it works around my, you know, my work schedule at work. Why do I keep saying work? It's my day where I shouldn't be talking about that. And I'm dead. 2700 damage though, but I shouldn't have. It's never good, of course, to push in with low HP next to something. You want to keep space between you and them. I got one last match here. We won the Chaffee match, fortunately. Why don't I still have, what do I need to do doubles on? I'll do the T49 again. But this is probably going to be my last match unless it's super quick. Hopefully not like the last T49 match. But my next stream is going to be coming up tomorrow, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's pretty interesting, Rick. Fussbot, it does. Yes, I think it. Yeah, it does. That's in the free version. You don't have to pay for the patron. You can enable a Spotify connection to where you can either set it to where it's free, or if you set up your stream currency, it costs like a certain amount of the stream currency to change the song, stuff like that. There's actually, I don't have it set up, it's a little bit over my head right now. You probably know what it is though. Fussbot has if this then that configuration where like technically I could set something up to where you guys could buy something, and if I had one of those like say Philips Hue light bulbs, you could like change the light in my room a different color, or turn the lights on and off, or like have something pop up on the stream here by purchasing something like just from you guys doing it and not me say toggling something in OBS. It has a lot of different things, and you know it's pretty neat. Like the developer behind the chatbot, even though he takes money for the patron features, it pretty much pays for his server costs, and you know he already said he's not looking to make money off of it. It's kind of like a hobby for him, because you know he's a developer. I forget what specifically he does, but it's just neat. He adds in little features that people request and whatnot. Alright, almost half my HP trying to eke out one little extra shot there. But it doesn't, Fussbot does have a Discord server to where, like, if you have any questions and stuff, there's a lot of helpful people over there. Hello, Kia. Okay, pushing there is not in our best interests. I could do that. Like a, is it a, I don't know, Snapchat filter? I don't even know the name of that app off the top of my head. Alright. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be my last fight, but I'm just, my last like 10 matches or so, I'm like drained right now just because I didn't nibble on anything before the stream. Feel like I do typically at 3 o'clock after work right now. I'm not a Russian big boob streamer. Echo Baby, you can type !LB or !rank. You can also hop over to the website for the chat bot. It's in the video description. You can check there as well. You know it's bad when I'm sitting in the back camping in a light tank. A little bit off there. Yeah, the way the chatbot tracks whether you're watching or not, it is a little bit confusing at times. Is you do have to at least chat once. I have it set up to once per hour, but you can set it up anywhere from like 1 minute. But that everyone would have to chat every 1 minute in the chat for it to count you as watching. But yeah, I set it for an hour. That way, it's not. Could have taken a shot. Not a nuisance. I got a little lucky there. Now I did not get a little lucky there. Good easy. Booty failing in a light tank. It's like I'm drunk right now. Sorry, 75. Oh my god. This is just like embarrassing at this point. This is definitely going to be my last battle though. At the end here I'll do a quick little raffle for anyone sticking around. I'd start it now, but I don't want to crash into any more buildings here. Oh, he would have, Uber. That was part of his problem there. He can still watch though. It's just chat's a no-no right now. I might be nice and unban him now. I'm not playing it right now, Labobo, but Ryan is, yes. Or she was. I haven't heard any cursing for a while. I guess she's still playing it. She tries to do perfect levels every time. I just kind of run through them and beat them. Worry about that later. Flip coin only works once per 20 minutes. I have it set up, Moki. Thank you very much, Rick, for the tip, and all of your other tips today as well. I have a feeling they all went back. Thanks for watching, Echo Baby. I'll see you around. Our problem is now is they have a lot more HP. He's got him a Muppet. The only reason I'm heading out here is I know there's Skoda and WZ-132 of low HP to where it is a gamble, but our team just sitting back camping there, our Artie's gonna die virtually right off the bat when he gets spotted. Better if we try to scout a little bit. Not this much though. I did not expect him to be right there. Crap, I crit it. I'm dead. I crit him, but unfortunately it's a risk trying to with a 90mm track. But oh well. And his AMX 30s, yeah. Sitting back camping never works out, dude, like that. Let's do a quick little 3-minute giveaway. Winner gets 500 Levi biscuits. All you have to do is type !request request in the chat to enter. But thank you very much for the tips, guys, today. I appreciate it, and Levi definitely appreciates his as well. But honestly, an AMX 13-105, and he was just camping in the back with almost full HP. You gotta push out, dude. Like, especially with us still having an SPG, but oh well. Yeah. I'll see some of you guys tomorrow. Again, thank you guys for the tips today, and thanks everyone for watching as well. But just gonna hang on. Oh, sorry, it's exclamation point raffle is I didn't mean to say request, guys, sorry. Type exclamation point raffle. I didn't mean to say request. That's how, like, I'm really hungry right now. I don't function hungry. No, I'm not, Keith. Sorry. It won't let you tip anymore. That's strange. But still plenty of time if anybody who typed request needs to re-enter and type raffle. You still got about a minute. Sorry for that. It was all going good until the last hour. It was worth staying up and watching Game of Thrones last night, though. But unfortunately, yeah, I didn't exactly do that well. This guy got a ton of damage, but yeah, doesn't matter if you lose in the end. But the winner of the raffle, let's guess a couple more seconds here. Congratulations, Victor, for winning, and I'm gonna draw one more as well. Congratulations, Daniel, for winning as well. Again, thank you very much, guys, for watching. It was a pretty fun stream, even with me crashing into all those buildings at the end there. Thank you very much for the support as well, and nice chatting with you. Have a very nice day. I'll see some of you guys tomorrow. Otherwise, see you again next time you tune in. Have a good day.